Have you ever felt like your house is giving you side eye, like, are you ever gonna deal with this? Well, we're dealing with it today. So with the end of the school season, hosting functions, my parents coming out, graduation, it's been a heck of a month and I'm glad May is over. So join me as I reset some areas in the home, refresh the decor for summer, and stick around because for dinner I'm making a new recipe that is perfect for those nights that you want something comforting and absolutely delicious. All right, before I can get started, I need to pick this up. Yeah, I decided when I woke up this morning, I'm making homemade brownies. Why? Because I was scrolling TikTok this morning and I saw this cute lady make her homemade brownies, which she has been making since the 70s. I'll leave that video in the description. And I had to try them out, so that's the first thing I did in my jammies this morning. I made brownies. They turned out really good and I will share the recipe with you in an upcoming fun video I have planned out for you. But yeah, not a bad way to spend your reset day with a good homemade brownie. All right, it's time to pop these balloons and get them in the trash. To poke them, I'm using my meat thermometer because it has a pointy end. Oh, this part of a party of any kind kills me to take down the balloons because it means it's officially over. It's done. This moment has ended. And I don't know why, it always breaks my heart. It just does. All right, the lemonade bar has been sitting in here for a couple of days and we've used some of the syrup since then, but it's time to put this away into their box and we will re-see this at 4th of July at our party. So before my parents left, I took them to Pirate O's, a really fun store. I actually shared it with you, I think in my Christmas video. While I was in there, I ran over to their Torrini syrup section and I grabbed the pineapple. Because if you watched the graduation video, I did mention how I wished I did grab the pineapple. So I snagged it and now we'll have it for our 4th of July party. In the graduation party video, a lot of you commented on how you loved the idea of the lemonade bar and you were thinking about using it for some upcoming events. Nancy said that she loved all the party ideas and definitely will be trying the lemonade bar. And Bonnie says that she thinks she'll be doing the lemonade bar soon. Janine said that she absolutely loved the lemonade bar and that I gave her some good ideas for her next party. Shelly said that their son is getting married in September and they're gonna do the lemonade bar. Flora said that she's gonna use the lemonade bar for her daughter's birthday at the end of the month. And she said she couldn't pick which one that she would drink. They all sounded delicious. So at the party by the lemonade bar, I did hang a menu where I gave them some ideas of what they could create with the syrups. Yeah, and after the party, I did try all of them and oh, they were all so good. All right, I found a little dot of red on the wall from the syrup. So I'm just gonna wipe that up. But now I'm finding a couple of more. Well, I might as well keep going with wiping the wall down. Because today's a busy day, this mama is gonna have a strawberry margarita. Well, kinda, sorta. I'd like to give a big thank you to Ultima Replenisher for sponsoring today's video. One thing about me, I'm not a huge athlete. I am a very let's do low impact, please. But I just learned that electrolytes are not just for athletes. Oh no, they have so many amazing benefits for us women who are going through perimenopause. Who knew? Not me. So Ultima has 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 carbs, and no artificial sweeteners. This is really good. It does feature all 6 key electrolytes without that salty aftertaste. Yeah, and that's the part I don't like about a lot of electrolyte drinks. This doesn't have that. This is good. I really like this. It really makes staying hydrated, more enjoyable. I have to have flavor. From the original variety pack, I've really been enjoying the grape and cherry pomegranate, and this one is my mom's favorite as well. Then from the Moctini variety pack is where you can snag this yummy strawberry margarita, and my favorite, the pina colada. But I don't know, this strawberry margarita is hitting really nice today. So now that you're recouping from Maycember and we're now heading into the summer, grab yourself some Ultima Replenisher. Just follow the QR code here or the link down in my description box. And use my code She's in Her Apron 20 for 20% off your order. And thank you again to Ultima for sponsoring today's video. So mainly today I'm gonna reset the home with a lot of decor and things, but there is an area that needs some love and attention and it's in my laundry room. Yeah, this is pretty bad. This got out of control. I know. I judge myself. You don't have to do it. I know. But I need to clear this off because it could be used for folding clothes. I mean, I can't even hang the clothes you know, to dry here anymore. And I do want to use this spot as like either a landing spot, because the garage door is right here, you know, going in and out, you know, to drop like a bag or something. But I also would like to use it as another counter for the kitchen when we're having parties. I really noticed that during the graduation party, like, it would be nice if this was available for a backup space for like extra burgers and buns and boxes of crackers and whatever, you know, like a butler pantry, you know. But having it the way that it is right now is not going to help me, so I'm going to clear this out. As you can see, it got cleared out. On the left here is just some bins that hold all my extra spices for now. And there is this rack with hooks that I would like to hang in here for my aprons. But look, a clear space. Oh my gosh. But you know about clear spaces. If it's clear, it's gonna attract junk, and I'm gonna try really hard for that not to happen. So it's nice having this space open for the summer and what's to come. We got the living room put back together, but it's still off a little bit. The rug's off, but Derek and the kids ran off this morning to go to a movie, and I was like, perfect. I love that I'm home alone resetting the house, because having everyone out, I could just think clear, no one's in my way. I just love being in the home alone. Any chance I can be alone in the house, I take it. But as soon as people walk in, especially Derek, I'm like, meh, motivation's gone, I'm done. So I'm taking advantage of this moment right now. Also, we had moved this furniture around twice in the last few weeks. One, at the graduation party, but two, the day my parents arrived here, I hosted a luncheon for my daughter's school. So we had to move the captain chairs out, the coffee table, and move the couch over to the window. And I set up our dining room table and a fold-out table in this space to host 14 people. Okay, here are the tables all set up. On our dining room table, I'm able to fit 8 people without using the head, and then 6 people on the folding table. And for plates, I grabbed this plate and cutlery set from Smith's. So they're really nice white plastic plates with like this silver edging. And look at the silverware. It looks like real forks and spoons and not plastic. I love how it looks. Just super casual. It's so pretty. But the great thing is I didn't have to cook. I just had to host this space. Now that's the kind of hosting I can get down with. One of the school founders, her daughter's is a great cook, and she definitely didn't disappoint. For an appetizer, she made us this yummy rustic toasted bread, and it was layered with creamy avocado, creme fraiche, and some pearl tomatoes, and it was finished with olive oil and fresh lemon. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was so good. And for our main course, she made some tender, slow braised short ribs, and they were in this rich demi-glaze, and it was served over some creamy mashed potatoes and seasonal vegetables. Seriously amazing. For drinks, we had some lemonade mixed with some sparkling soda. It was very refreshing. And lastly, for dessert, check out this cake. Oh my gosh, look at all those beautiful raspberries. This has layers of rich dark chocolate cake, raspberry compote, whipping cream, and a chocolate ganache. You guys, it was so good. The whole lunch was beautiful and extremely yummy. So with the end of the school season, hosting functions, my parents coming out, graduation, it's been a heck of a month, and I'm glad May is over. But now it is June, and I need to get our patriotic decor up. So I took some of the decor I won't be using for the summer and just put them here on the counter for now, and then I'll box them up and bring them down into the basement. All right, I'm gonna start from the outside and work my way in. And first I'm gonna swap out the flowers in these hanging baskets. I absolutely loved these pink faux flowers. They were absolutely beautiful on the porch. I'm really glad I went with the pink, and I was thinking of like pink and yellow at the time for spring, but oh, just straight pink, they were stunning. So I'm swapping them out with the red and blue flowers that I got last year. So 2 bunches go in each basket, and then I'm just shoving them in that styrofoam that I have in there. After the fall, I'm gonna probably have to change out the styrofoam, which is fine. And what I noticed last time is it's easier to hang these back up and then fix them to the way you want them. I like to make sure that the long pieces are even around, and then fluff them up on top where they're sticking up in the middle more, and it just makes the whole thing look full. Now last year I bought some white flowers that I plucked off the stem and put into the basket so I can make it more red, white, and blue. And I'm doing that again. And I noticed that it's easier if I stick the stem of the white flower through some of the chains, and it works out really good. I didn't want a ton of white, but I wanted a few pops of white in it. Now I got these off of Amazon, and I'll leave the link for you. Hopefully they have the blue and the red in. I just checked to see if they did because I wanted to order one more bunch because I had an idea for the front door, but they were out, but you never know. So I will leave the link for you down below, and once they come in, you can make your order. I just absolutely love how this looks. And it looks so good with our new flag. Derek got a new flag to celebrate our 250-year anniversary this year. I just love how it looks. It's so pretty. All right, time to swap out the table decor again with the tic-tac-toe board I grabbed from Hobby Lobby last year. Now, if you watched my spring reset video, you may remember the umbrella wreath, I guess, that I made for the front door. I absolutely loved how this turned out. This would go hang down in the basement, ready for next spring. Now, I had a few ideas for the front door. When I went onto Amazon to order the red and blue flowers, I did grab red, and I had an idea of hanging this basket with the flowers in it, but I did run to Hobby Lobby, and they had this wreath there, which I absolutely love. I saw it last year, but it's kind of clashing with what I put together for the front door. Derek helped me put this garland on top of the door, but all the reds and blues, they're just clashing. I don't know. I like it, but I don't like it. So the garland up top might just come off. All right, the entryway is my favorite, especially the wall to the right, and I will share this with you last. Here in the kitchen on our little, I guess, like hutch, this is what it looked like before the graduation party. And here's what it looks like now. Nothing fancy, nothing grand, but I am sure I'll be switching things in and out during the summer. I do that a lot. For the kitchen table, I took out the mats and put down a runner. I believe I grabbed this runner maybe last year at Hobby Lobby. And I just took that centerpiece that I already had and threw a flag in and put a little decor on it. Nothing big. And the last thing I did here in the kitchen was put this America sign above the doors that go out to the deck. All right, let's go into the family room. Kept it very simple. Over by the entryway is the staircase. And if you remember, Derek helped me hang up our window frame, and we decided to keep it there all year round and just change out the wreath. So I took our spring wreath, plucked out all the twigs, and I just added in a patriotic ribbon. Over here by the couch, I put our patriotic pillow on our big stool, and that basket of red flowers that I tried on the front door, I put here on the wall. I actually really like this. This looks good. And maybe this will just stay all year round, and I'll just swap out the flowers in it. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna be playing around with this. Over on the bookcases, I swapped out those picture frames, which I never put a picture in, for these president photos. And on each side of them, I have matching plants and lanterns, which I grabbed this year at Hobby Lobby. I actually bought them for our entryway table, but when the central air and heating kicks on, it rattles the glass. So that wasn't gonna work. So they are here instead, and I think it looks good. But let's go into the entryway because it's my favorite. Over on this wall is a new picture from Hobby Lobby. It was either on clearance or reduced price for $4. So yeah, I snagged it. Over by the front door, the shelf changed a little bit. I grabbed a duck. I was looking for rustic old looks, and I was going to use it on the entryway table, but I decided not to. So here's where it lives. And now my favorite thing about this reset is this wall here. So above the table here is a big American flag. It's made of a canvas, and this was at Hobby Lobby. I was actually looking for a picture of an American flag to put on this wall, and I just love the rustic look of it. So I did shop my home for some of the things here on the table, but there are a few new pieces. On my tier tray, these are decorations that I've used for years in the home. And in the middle is my favorite. All three of these things are from Hobby Lobby. I grabbed the old rustic book and the stack of books, they're all together. And then I grabbed this old looking bell, and there are those lanterns that I mentioned. And on the other end of the table, I added a lamp. This 1776 block, also from Hobby Lobby, was this clock. I really like how this is looking, but what I think I'm gonna do is shop Derek's office because he has a lot of patriotic things in there. Maybe I could borrow some of his things. It's like that saying I've heard, do and then ask permission later. Yeah, So I borrowed his George Washington statue, and then over on the tier tray I'm borrowing his Liberty Bell and his wooden eagle and the Mount Rushmore statue. We'll see what he says. I don't know. I could be mixing this up for like weeks. I do that a lot. All right, now that the home is refreshed, it feels good. Just changing out decor, or she's flipping around her toy. Can you hear her? Now that the home is refreshed, decorated, it feels good. You know, even if you didn't buy anything new, you just move around your decorations. It always feels good. It changes things up, it freshes up an area, and that is a reset, my friends. All right, my apron is on, which means it's time to cook dinner. So join me in the kitchen. We're gonna make a yummy Italian chicken bake. So I'm gonna be working with some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And this chicken I got from Costco. So since I'm doubling this recipe, in this bowl I added in a cup of ricotta cheese. And now I'm gonna add in a half a cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese with a teaspoon of Italian seasoning and a fourth a teaspoon of salt. Okay, just mix this up real good and then set it to the side. Now I'm gonna put some parchment paper down on my cutting board here because I'm gonna season both sides of the chicken thighs, and I don't know, it just grosses me out putting raw chicken on my cutting board. All right, we're gonna sprinkle this with some garlic powder and salt, and do the same to the other side. All right, now let's bring this to the stove. Okay, we're gonna heat up our pan with some olive oil. And then we're gonna end up moving this chicken into the oven. So this is the pan I'm gonna use. Yes, the handle broke, but I freaking love this pan that I still use it. I love it. Okay, now that the oil is heated over medium-high heat, I'm gonna cook the chicken thighs smooth side down first in the hot oil until the bottoms are browned. This could take about 3 to 4 minutes. And then I'm gonna flip them over and remove them from the heat, and I'm gonna transfer them to this baking dish. Now that the chicken thighs are in the baking dish, I'm gonna try to put equal amounts of the ricotta cheese mixture on top of them. I'm gonna do my best. And then grab your favorite marinara sauce. The recipe says to spoon the marinara sauce on top of the cheese and around the chicken thighs. And they're using about 1.5 cups of marinara sauce. So I'm sure I'll end up using all of this. So I'm gonna eyeball this as well. Okay, I'm gonna get this in the oven. The oven's already preheated to 375 degrees. And this is gonna bake until the chicken is no longer pink in the center and the juices run clear. And they're saying about 25 minutes. But I'm definitely gonna check it with my instant read thermometer and try to get a reading of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, some spots say 165, one say 160, one say 157. I'm gonna put it in for the extra 5 minutes to make it 25 minutes altogether baking. And while it's doing that, I'm gonna shred the mozzarella cheese up. You can use anywhere from 3/4 cup to don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna put as much as I want on, and that's what I'm gonna do. And now I'm gonna put this back in the oven and let it melt for like 2 to 3 minutes, and then it is done. So for a side dish, I'm gonna saute some green beans, and these are frozen, so I'm gonna boil these up for a few minutes and then get them in the pan and saute them up. But would you look at this? Oh my goodness, it smells amazing. Oh, but before I put this back in the oven to melt the cheese, I did sprinkle the top with some parsley and some basil. Oh, but look at that. Oh my gosh, yum. Dinner was so yummy. You gotta try that recipe. If I could find it again, I'll leave it linked below. It is delicious. But I am so glad that I took the time today to reset the home, and just, even if it was just clearing up a few areas and putting up new decor, it feels different, it feels refreshed. And I needed that after the busy month I had. Just doing the things that I love in the home, like resetting it, just makes me happy. So I have a lot coming up in a few weeks where I have, the 4th of July, my husband's 50th birthday. It's gonna get crazy. So I'm gonna take advantage of the next couple of weeks where it's not so insane and just enjoy being. So let me know what you're gonna do to work on your home to give it a refresh, a reset for the summer. All right, if you need more motivation, whether it's cooking, meals, stocking your pantry, or resetting your home, click on these videos here. I'll meet you over there. Thanks for joining me. Bye.